All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to Perfect World International. Been a little bit since I've played the game, or at least since I've made a recording of the game. Been playing every now and then, but yeah. So we're doing a instance today called TTR1, or basically, I believe it's called like revised Twilight Temple. So essentially the newer Twilight Temple. So basically, we're going ahead and doing like a new Twilight Temple that's supposed to get you like better gear. And this is like one of those essential late game instances that you do to like grind gear. So it's also today's bounty hunter as well. So I figured might as well do it. But yeah, basically we have to go ahead and go through the dungeon, kill a bunch of stuff. And we just got to go ahead and do it together. So we got a whole squad together, some people from my faction as well. A little out of practice in the commentary, as you can tell, but I've never been well-spoken anyways. But regardless, what we do is we go through a bunch of rooms, and it's going to start off with a bunch of mobs. Then we fight this big central boss in the center, and she's pretty tough. But luckily, I have some strong people in my squad, so I don't have to do anything. But yeah, just going to take you guys through it, and I'll still keep uploading Perfect World videos every now and then. But for the most part, I mean, this channel is kind of just doing whatever I feel like. But yeah, so without further ado, I think we're waiting on one person, then we'll get started. Hopefully this won't be like the other dungeons where it takes 6 years for us to actually start. But I am ready to go whenever. It looks like we have how many people here? There was this person over here, Original Hacks, who just flooded the entire world chat by just getting all these items, and I relogged in the middle of him doing it too. So we're talking like hundreds of notifications in the span of a few minutes from that guy. So I don't know what's going on, but it looks like he's getting a bunch of cool items, so that's cool. I mean, obviously I'm a noob, so I don't know what any of this is for, but I'm gonna assume that it's for some pretty high level gear. So not really sure what we're waiting on. Probably waiting on somebody, but I do know that one of my faction members does have to go to work soon, so we gotta get this going. But I mean, I am ready to go. I'm always ready to go. So I'm just going to build up my chi while we're here. And I don't remember if I mentioned this last time, but I did get an ability called Cornered Beast. I'm pretty sure I did mention it. But yeah, it is something where if I pop it and I take lethal damage, then I will negate it. As long as I take it in the next 150 seconds after casting the ability, which will make it so I'm essentially immune to death. There are at least one instance of death, if that makes sense. But it looks like we got everybody here, so hopefully we can get started, I hope. But we have some pretty strong people in this group. I just saw somebody in Archosaur that was like ridiculously strong. She had like some of the best gear I've ever seen. And she was a technician. I forgot her name though. But yeah, looking at just like I said in other videos, I'm not an expert in Perfect World or anything, but from what I can tell, you can usually tell how strong somebody is by how much health they have. Because if you're a really strong character, even if you're a squishy class like a cleric or something, they tend to have tons of health. So that just goes to show that they have such high geared stuff. Thanks to my faction, especially some of the people here, Cherry and Don, I was able to get a lot of cool stuff. So that has resulted in me having enough good gear to survive. And yeah, a lot of people in the faction has helped me out as well. But yeah, now we're actually getting to the fighting part of it. And, you know, for me, I just, for the most part, just stay out of the way. These mobs can actually still do quite a lot of damage to me, especially like when they have like channeling abilities like that. So I tend to just stay out of the way, avoid the AoE damage, and let everybody else take care of business. But so what we're going to do after this is we're going to fight a boss. There's going to be a big room that we're going to walk into. And we're going to be fighting a boss in the center. And she has an attack where she's going to be attacking us from all 4 different angles, north, south, east, west. And you have to like attack certain parts of her that like negates the damage or something. I mean, for those guys who play the game, you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. But like I said, I'm a noob, so I'm not really explaining everything that well. But looks like we're getting this must be a pretty significant weapon if it's causing everybody in the whole server to get notified of it. It might actually be cross servers as well. Yeah, literally says cross. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, so what we're going to go ahead and do is, I know somebody has to activate something down this staircase, so we're not actually supposed to go down it yet. But oh, actually, no, we have another boss to fight here first. I'm stupid. I'm not remembering things properly. We have another boss that we're supposed to fight here first. And this one, from what I remember, is usually fairly easy. And then from there, what we do is we go back down to the center and fight that boss that I was trying to tell you guys about. This barbarian has quite a lot of good gear. So that's going to be like the goal, you know. It's going to be the type of gear I want. And they have a lot more HP than me. Almost 30,000 more HP, or actually more than 20,000 HP more than me. Oh my god, speaking of HP, I am losing a lot of it. Okay, I'm completely stunned right now, so can't do anything. Popped a health potion just because I got a little scared. Good thing I have a health charm, otherwise I would have been in Deadosaurus Rex right there. Quite a lot of damage. I'm not really, because we have some people here who are using some tunes, meaning they're having to switch back and forth from their characters. I'm not really sure on how strong our damage will be, but I mean, obviously we don't have a choice. We're gonna have to give it a shot, right? So, I also noticed that we don't have, actually we do have a cleric, but he hasn't buffed anyone. So that's pretty interesting. I guess they're a tuner or whatever, but still, I mean, if they could buff us, that'd be great. But I guess they're just gonna go sit in the corner. For the most part, I never really die in this part of the dungeon, so I should be okay. There is something coming up a little later that I am a little nervous for, which is like this thing you have to stand on to like get teleported across the other side, but it doesn't teleport you per se, it launches you. So you have to do it at the right angle, otherwise you're gonna fall off the map. Once again, it'll make sense when we get to that part. But yeah, I'm pretty baffled that the cleric is not buffing, not like, oh, actually I have all the buffs. I mean, I'll take it. What? Okay, I guess I only have it? Well, why don't they have it? Or, oh, okay. I'm a silly goose. They have so many buffs that it's not showing up. Okay, never mind. I am an absolute fool. Ignore everything I'm saying. Okay, I was about to say, it's a very unlike a cleric to just not buff anybody, but clearly my brain needs a buff because it's a little lacking. So I was always curious to know what was on that side, but you never actually end up going there. So we all end up leaving after this, and then we go down this way, down to the center now. I think I'm remembering this correctly. So now we go down to the center. This barbarian is fast. Holy shit. He's blitzing past me. But we go down to the center here, and this is the part I was telling you guys about, where we stand near this staircase, but we don't go down yet because you take a bunch of damage if you go down. So somebody has to go down there really quickly and like activate something. After they activate something, then we can go down and then fight this gigantic lady over here. And that's where things start getting crazy. But usually it's like an assassin who does it because they're really fast. So, or who is that? That is a mystic. But as you can see, they're taking damage from going down there. But then they go and do something. I don't really know what. I think they kill someone or something. Uh-oh. That's not... Oh, maybe that is what you have to do. You have to, like, attack her or something. So maybe someone with a pet would be best suited to do it. So now we can actually go down there without taking any damage. And now this is the part where we go down there and you regroup and fight her. But, so this is she's the character I was telling you guys about, where like she starts attacking you from all these different angles and whatnot. And so that one is like pretty interesting to deal with. So we do have a cleric, we do have a mystic, so we have like the revive balls on us, which means that we can resurrect immediately after death. So from here, it's all about everybody gathering their chi and going ahead and making sure that we are ready for the fight. And so far, so good. Yeah, actually, there's a class, the mystic over here, or who is that? Delicious is a vital herb. Maybe you can have a pet even as an assassin. I don't know. Maybe I'm just stupid. But point is that you can, some of them, I thought it was a mystic that does that, where you can have. My sin already went, so if she missed something, no worries. Okay, cool. But I thought it was the mystic that had the pet that gives you chi. But regardless, looks like we're about to start. And I've never really learned how to do this one, like what I'm supposed to do, so I kind of just stand around. I will be popping this though, just to make sure if I do take lethal damage, I can survive for a little longer. So yeah, you like deal a lot of damage to her, and then here's the 4 attack thing. So I usually just stand around like while the others kill it, because like there have been times where I tried to help and I just immediately get wrecked. So I know there's specific parts where you're supposed to stand as well. Like for example, that one just attacked. I'm not sure how you tell which one is going to be the one that blasts you, but like I said, I usually just let everybody else handle it. And we do have some very, very strong people in this squad, so now we can go ahead and I guess I could say they can go ahead and finish her off while I stand here and do nothing. But we have some people that died actually, but the good news is she's going to maintain that super low health while everybody respawns. I'm actually shocked that I'm one of the people who didn't die. I mean, that makes me feel surprised. But now, as you can see, she's only got 6 million health left, which in my case, it would still take me 8 years to kill her, but for everybody else, should be no problem. No problem. So after we kill her, we actually only have one more boss to go, which is the final boss in the Bounty Hunter and in the TTR1 in general. So you do want to, when you get in here, you do want to make sure you have like these relics. It kills my faction mates when I used to tell them this, but I used to trash these. I didn't know if they were important. But basically, what happens is you need them to get the rewards at the end of the run, right? So if you don't have them, you actually can't get the rewards at the end of the run, which means that, I mean, you get some experience, I guess, but for the most part, your venture here was kind of pointless, right? So we're going to head over this way. The thing tells you which way you're supposed to go. And there are going to be some mobs down here that we're going to have to fight or ignore. In my case, I can't really ignore them because they're going to do too much damage to me. So I'm going to need somebody else to like take aggro off. So it's that thing right there. So as you can see, he like launches himself there. This is the thing where it's always a little nerve-wracking for me to do because it is kind of easy to mess up. I see experienced players mess it up too. And as you guys know, I'm very stupid. So it's much easier for me to mess it up. But I'll let someone walk in front of me first, you know, so they end up taking aggro if needed. But yeah, we just walk through here and you kind of just position yourself. I like to position myself a little bit more to the left. That usually ends up working, I hope. All right, there you go. Okay, whew, that would have been embarrassing. So if you do end up dying, you just, like when you fall down, you immediately die. You press return to city or whatever, and it teleports you back to the center where we just fought that giant Armageddon lady. So from here, this boss fight is a little interesting because you can actually die in the middle of this boss fight and get revived when people dig up the Wheel of Fate or whatever. So there's some things that we're gonna have to kill over here, and after we kill those things, there's gonna be a platform that has like a Wheel of Fate or wheel of something, Wheel of Fortune, I don't know. But the people who aren't up on the platform fighting the main boss, they're gonna be digging that, which will cause the fight to kind of reset a little bit, which will revive people who have died. I mean, again, I'm most likely not explaining this correctly, but I'm just going based on what I've seen. So from here, again, I'm going to let these guys take care of this, and I'm just going to sit back and hope we have enough damage. But it looks like the way when we were fighting the Armageddon lady, with how fast they were able to take her down, it looks like we have plenty of damage. I mean, my faction mates I know are very strong, so again, I kind of just let them do their thing. Looking at my buff timers here. Everything looks fine. All right. So, yep. Once again, I'll let them take care of this. I'll throw in one hit just for moral support. There you go. Bang. 8,000 damage. Oh, you better be careful. Got a heavy hitter over here. But so now we actually get to this platform thing that I was telling you guys about. So here is going to be where I noticed that some people stay, and then the rest of us go up on the platform for like kind of like that final battle. So this, knock on wood, but so far this run is getting finished very, very quickly. Usually these runs take a while, but we're already almost at the end here, and we're not even 15 minutes into the recording yet, so sheesh. Pretty insane. So we're going to have a boss that's going to spawn right in front of our faces right over here. Lethal Vengeance, and he's going to be the final boss of this instance. So after that, we talk to an NPC, and we get rewards using those relics that I talked about. You can collect one relic per day in various parts of the map, or if you want to make it easy, you can just collect it in your faction base. So yeah, they're going to be doing something down there. I usually end up being up here, and there goes the big boy that we need to fight. So I already have full chi. I already have my cornered beast that is ready to use again. So I'm going to wait for them to say ready, and right when they say ready and start sparking to fight him. I'm going to pop that cornered beast just so I have maximum time with it, 150 seconds. And how long is that? That's like a minute and a half. So, or I should say 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes. And that should be more than enough time for us to go home. And even if I do die, not a big deal. Like I said, they can dig the Wheel of Fate thing. But yeah, whenever we are ready, I am ready to go. And looks like we are about to be ready. So yeah, it's usually like split. I don't know what like what requirements are needed to be down there, up here, whatever, but I usually am up here. All right. So once again, I'll let them do their thing. Right when I see them sparking, I'm going to go ahead and pop my cornered beast. Okay, there you go. They're sparking. And I guess I can spark as well. Take some reduced damage as well. So he's got quite a lot of health. He's a beefy boy. I think he's 65 million health. Or I think 600 million health. Yeah, it looks like 600 million health. As you can see, we have some heavy hitters in our squad. I swear I just triple sparked, and I still have 3 sparks, or 3G, whatever you call them. So, pretty interesting. But yeah, for the most part, I just gotta like bob and weave. Like I'm not gonna be much help here in terms of the damage department, so might as well just, you know, make sure I'm popping abilities that make it so I take less damage, pop some health potions and stuff. And for the most part, I'm just kind of just here along for the ride, really. But there are parts in this fight where like the Wheel of Fate gets restored, everybody's health gets back to full, and anybody who dies gets instantly revived. So, but it looks like we're actually not going to need it. Is he aggroed on me? Okay, I was about to say that'd be crazy. Where's 50 Cent when you need him? What do you say fuck me for? Okay, so I'm gonna spark again, just for some damage immunity, some healing. Looks like we got him. We don't even need to dig the Wheel of Fate thing. Looks like just gonna be able to take him down just like that. Okay, there you go. Wheel of Fate has been reversed. So that's what I was telling you guys about. So all of a sudden we're gonna be back at full health. Anybody who died would be restored. And there you go. Nice. So always customary to say thank you very much, everyone. So then we go over here to this NPC, and this is where we collect those rewards, right? So you can, exchange your Relic of Wonder armor or weapon or whatever Relic of Wonder is required at the end of the instance, and that is how you get your rewards. So right over here, these are some of the stuff that you can get, and these are important materials for end game crafting. So I've done TTR1 quite a few times, so something that I'm used to, and that's usually how it goes. So oh, we're going to the BHNP. Okay, thank you. That's nice of her. Okay, well, actually, I accidentally went back. But anyways, so what I usually do is I end up, just putting all this stuff in the bank. Some of it I know what it does, some of it I don't. So I'm sure, it's all important. So once again, shout out to everybody in the Unsilent faction. Kills actually in the faction gave me some stones to make it so my inventory is bigger. So that's pretty cool. So we get a blessed box as well. I've been keeping those, mainly taking the defense one because obviously I have this whole problem with dying. So need to make sure that I able to do that. I actually should have went over to the headhunter in City of Lost. I'll actually include that as part of the recording so you guys can see that as well. But messed up my teleport there. So what we're gonna go ahead and do, Wheel of Fate shirt. I'm gonna assume that that's something really good that she got. So nice. Congratulations. I'll say congrats. Even I don't know if it's something good, but I'll say congrats anyways. Congrats. But yeah, anyways, so let's just go ahead and teleport to City of Lost. That'll make it easier. And we go over and turn in the headhunter quest right over this way. So that is BH, and that's something that you typically want to do every day. And we got the same type of rewards. We got some more avatar bag. And then, yeah, we have kind of like duplicate rewards. So yeah, that's pretty much, what it is. And hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. I'm not really sure what I usually take here, but I think probably the mystical pills. But yeah, take care of yourselves, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys.